Hello and welcome to Two Generations Gaming, and the idea of this video,
just having a quick wave. They can't see me, but I'm just waving.
sorry I stopped because I looked across the little bear who was waving a microphone.
Well, okay, maybe they're not there, but I thought they might be there, so I just, you could pretend that I'm waving at you.
Yeah, anyway, this is me, Big Polar Bear, and Little Bear.
Hello.
There we go.
Now you still can't see me, so
He's still waving at you. He feels like you're part of the
yeah.
thing. But the idea of this is, it's basically just us sitting in front of a microphone and talking about games we like or dislike. I suppose sort of like a podcast, but I think it will also become sort of more like a rant.
It's pretty much everything, like, all together, I guess.
Because I think we're both capable of sitting down for like an hour or 2 hours and talking about a game. But what, you just kicked a dog? Why did you just kick a dog?
I don't know why I kicked a dog.
That's just unfair. But anyway, we shall crack on. And today's task is we're going to talk about a game we both love very much, which is Red Dead.
Oh, it's amazing.
Not the online, but as you can see, the story mode. Although I'm watching, you're being very aggressive.
What?
I don't know what.
Sorry, I just have to take him out.
I'm worried about this lawman. He just watched you kill someone, and all he's doing is aiming a gun. Oh, you shot the sheriff.
I did. I just shot him in the head.
You shot the sheriff
Anyway.
and you shot the deputy. We got distracted. But anyway, I came across, it was from 2019, but which was a while ago. I know, and I only just came across it. But it was by PC Games Online.
PC games?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's about Red Dead Redemption 2, the story mode. But comparing it, why is it so boring?
Boring?
And they reckon it was boring long before Death Stranding, which is another very good game, became boring. I'm reading it, they're referring to the fact, because fast travel isn't that big an option. You have to do manual tasks and things
so people are complaining because they have to work?
No. It's not people. It's not people like you and me. It's people in magazines.
Oh.
Who are sat there going, oh, this game is boring. Although there has been people online who said it was boring. Which, I admit, some of it I understand. Like, you really enjoy the camp chores, don't you?
Oh, I think the camp chores are the best part.
I've just watched you shoot someone in the head. That's something I never want to see again.
That is slightly graphic, if I'm honest, for you guys.
Well, it's not graphic. It's like, is it age appropriate?
Yeah. I'm still being shot at. Anyway, back to the task at hand.
So yeah, anyway, boring. Sorry, I forgot where I was. But boring, things like the camp chores, I don't mind doing them, but you don't have to do them. Whereas Little Bear here rather enjoys doing them.
I think you have to do them. Every morning you have to get there and you just have to do them. And
shockingly, I'm not sure whether he enjoys shooting people up in Valentine like he's just been doing, or doing chores like chopping wood, carrying hay bales and stuff like that.
Yeah, seeds, all that stuff.
But the thing for me, it brought up an interesting was not the usual, it's boring because you have to press A as you're riding your horse, as some people have said and things like that.
Yes. Lazy.
But it's the other thing, because obviously while you're doing that, there is things around the map that you bump into. To be honest, as he nearly showed, quite literally. Like trees and rocks.
Yeah, but see, I'm a master horseman, so I just avoid them.
But there is Right, I've forgotten what I was going to say now.
Okay, Charles, calm down. Jeez.
No, that's where I was going. So I think the difference is certain games turn round and they give it a choice. So it's sort of made Red Dead kind of like a survival game, as you need to eat, drink to keep your cores up. It's less about survival per se, as in your hunger meter, your thirst meter and stuff like that, like other games do. And it's more about, obviously, you're topping up your Red Dead meter. Red Dead? Deadeye meter.
Deadeye meter.
No, that's the game.
Yeah.
So you couldn't wait to get back and start doing chores, could you? But but it's things like that. And I think with Red Dead, the fact they make it optional, and it's how much you as a player want to immerse yourself in it.
I mean, I think in this game it's very easy to immerse into it. I mean, you obviously say you've got the chores, but you've also got the ability of the upgrades. Like, let me just cancel the chore and I'll show you over here. By Dutch's Tent, you get that ability to give in money or give in, you know, anything, collectibles, anything you find, like in the to contribute. So, you know, right now there's only $39 in there, but you can up like the different upgrades you get. So you can give money and items, and then you look at the ledger, and you know you can see who's given stuff in. But also you upgrade, so you can upgrade the medicine, the provisions, the ammunition, the lodging. You know, there's other things like the leatherworking tools, which enables you to be able to create more satchels, or, you know, when you go hunting and you bring stuff into crypts, if it's something that can be crafted into something else for the camp, like if you want a topping on the table, like a table mat, you need to have the leatherworking tools from it to do that, which is why that's crossed off. You know, stuff like a chicken coop and a horse station, you know, the different things helps you, and these actually come up, they actually work, like you can see them happening. Like, so the latest one I bought was Dutch's improvements, and he didn't have any of these rugs you see in the walls or the cow pelt. You know, it wasn't this cozy. Hide, yeah. It wasn't this cozy. It was like just wood.
So
and
I'm correcting you on stupid things.
This is like this. Yeah, I had to have the leatherworking tools to be able to do that. And you have to go get different animals to go. Shut up! Go away, Swanson. I'm trying to explain something.
We're stuck in something.
Anyway, you know, crafting upgrades. So and then all the different side missions you have, and requests that your camp members ask you for and stuff. Yeah, look here. Make different satchels. You know, different items here. It's on everything. So, yeah, I think there's a lot in the game, and there's a lot to do. But I think people just
depends what
like
you want.
Different things, don't they?
A lot of people, yeah. Well, it's me because I rarely do any of them. By that I mean the stuff like go and get a perfect pelt to make a rug. I don't overly do any of that. You do. I upgrade all of this, like, you know, for the medicine, food, ammo. And
well, most people do that every time, but this, I always do this. The upgrades for, like the hunting upgrades, I always do them because that is one of my favourite things to do. And I enjoy doing it. As you may have seen in our online Red Dead episode where we tried to go hunting, but it didn't go so well, so we resorted to a farm.
We failed badly there.
Yeah, we did fail badly.
I'd like to say I may have been responsible for a lot of that, but
yeah, you got very distracted very easily. But anyway,
trying to shoot a larger animal with a .22 caliber rifle, the varmint rifle, that didn't help.
I remember watching that video back and just going, "Why are you using a varmint rifle?" That's all I remember.
because it was what was in my hand at the time.
But you know,
But we digress.
we do.
But yeah, I think it's. I am.
Bit of dirty face there, Morgan.
I don't know. I think it's very hard to come across and say any game is perfect. So I think every game
Oh yeah.
is different for different people.
But just consider how how many years has been put into this game.
Yeah.
What is that?
I've no idea what.
Why have I what?
That's a outfit and a half.
Okay, I must have got. It's a plantation hat. I don't remember. I haven't bought anything. That's a cool hunter jacket there.
That's something you get for.
I might have done a challenge or something and not known, and yeah. We're getting sidetracked again.
We do a lot of that.
Like this game took 10 years to make, didn't it? And the detail, the details all the way down to these photos. You've got Arthur's dad, his dog that they talk about, and him, Hosea and Dutch. Like all the detail to the backstory and to what happens with John getting the ranch, and it's not like it's clear what happens. You know what I mean?
I mean,
and it's worth the 10 years. Like the graphics are amazing.
Because the thing they've had fixed points that they had to go to. See, I don't believe that this was, in the works was always going to happen sort of game. Because there's other games that came before Red Dead Redemption, obviously, like Red Dead Revolver and games like that, which sort of were and weren't sometimes.
And you get this
find references to the games in some of the interactions, especially in Red Dead. Let's call it Red Dead 1.
We just call it Red Dead.
Alright.
But you got with Red Dead Revolver, the main character in there. Everybody thinks the conspiracy is that's Uncle, who doesn't,
Yes, I heard that. That is ridiculous.
But we say that because there's a lot of ties to it that make sense, and some of it makes a lot of sense. But you guess we won't know. That's something left for us to sort of.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of. It's like films. You break down who's who, who's going to be that, all you want. But I don't know. I think I always struggle. Certain games, I struggle to put in the category of boring. I mean, I have yet to play Death Stranding.
I've never played that game either.
Well, no, it's not long as it, but it is a good game. It's well crafted, good graphics, etc. And I think it would appeal to me to play it. You do a lot of carrying stuff over long distances, so I don't know. Are they telling you how dirty you are? Who's telling you dirty? Oh, it's her. She better slap you. Have you been?
Is she gonna bath me?
Oh, I've never seen. This is new for me. I have never seen her wash. Well, she's not washing. I've never seen this before.
What?
Have you just paid her for making you wash?
Well, she watched me get undressed. It's only 25 cents. I might have to record that. That was
You already have recorded.
Why in like the in game?
That was twice now.
Odd.
Well, that was I've never seen that before. I never knew she made you wash if you were still dirty.
No, she said you're very dirty, and then she went to. And then the cutscene of her trying to slap me, and then I stopped, and she said that she was gonna wash me.
Well, that's boned me. if anyone else has come across that more than once, because I've played this game a number of times.
Oh, it's the amount of save
And I've
games I've
never
had to
seen
delete.
that.
Jesus.
Yes, that was a police car going past the house. It's not coming for me, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Yet.
This is our send-off video.
But yeah, where were we before we got rudely interrupted by you having to go and have a wash? Is it Death Stranding?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can understand why certain people would say it's boring because you've got to go over here, you've got limited fast travel capabilities, which again in Red Dead you have. I'm not going to overly comment on Death Stranding because I've not played it, and I think if you have to play something to have an opinion on it.
Oh, of course you do.
It's games like that's where Fallout 76 has suffered because a lot of people's opinions were born off what you read on the internet, what other people were saying about it. Don't get me wrong, I think quite justifiably so, but it's like how many people are still being put off by people who are commenting now for clicks, for views, whatever, just because the game, in their eyes, they go, oh, I got a lot of views or clicks when I said this game was bad. If I say it again, I might get more. And it does make you laugh. Are games that are generally good games. I mean, don't get me wrong, this and Fallout, two separate classes. I enjoy Fallout, you don't.
No, I mean, it's alright. There's just elements to it that are, not the best, I guess.
Well, no, that's what I mean. So two different. I will sit there and play Fallout all day. You know I will. Or until I get bored. Whereas you sit and play it for an hour and a half, and then you'll go, I want to play something else now.
Well, yeah, I might do some sort of like little grindy thing.
Oh, I know I'm going to watch my child play poker. I feel there's a law against it somewhere. Maybe that police car was for me.
No, well, we're just having a chat about something, so,
But yeah, I think, Waddy, that's the thing. It's like this. I cannot be bothered to play poker in this game. Not because I'm the same with GTA. I can sit down and go in the casino and play blackjack for a short period. But not for too long. I do generally like... I've had enough now. But there's people out there who generally sit there and that is their entirety of gameplay in GTA is in the casino. And that really don't get understand. But I don't know.
A fact for you here, just a really odd fact.
Oh, that's a shame.
Apparently, Red Dead Redemption 2 has led to a rise in Wild West porn.
What? This is not a discussion I'm going with you.
No, well...
No.
This seems to be a thing, apparently.
No, I'm out. No, see you later. No, can't talk about this with you. You talk about that with your friends. I can't talk about this. Bye.
Okay, well, as he's gone. So, apparently that's an interesting fact. Not interesting, it's a bit of a weird fact, if I'm honest. I'm a bit concerned for that.
I'm back.
Anyway,
I just realised I'm more
moving on.
concerned about leaving you in a room on your own talking about porn to yourself.
No, well, we're moving on from that now. We've
as we should.
Yes.
What did I just sit on? Oh.
Apparently there are... Oh, wow. Okay, people are a bit odd here. They have searched ridiculous things on the internet.
It's the internet. Everyone searches ridiculous things.
Yeah, well, I didn't realise there was this ridiculous things about Red Dead, if I'm honest. If you're wondering what we're doing, we've got some of the news wires and things and people's views on Red Dead up, and we just read them out, and, as we said, a bit like a podcast, we're having a chat about it, and you know, seeing what we think on that comment or see what we think about that sort of subject. You know, a bit like the tracking arrows. You know, what are the tracking arrows for?
They're meant to so you can track a target, but
they just kill
never
him,
used
don't
them.
they? No, neither have I. And I think, you know, I've mentioned it because that is one of the searches of people saying what are tracking arrows for, and you know, how does it work? And it is a bit weird in terms of you try and do it and it just sometimes it kills them, and you don't understand it because it's just a bit weird.
So I just found someone else here talking about Red Dead. It's someone's asked, does the game get less boring? Now they've not put what they're talking about, which... Oh no, here you go. I've been playing the game for 58 minutes and 49 of those been walking through the snow. So yeah, so the opening does hold your hand quite vigorously. But you can get through it quickly. Well no, I say quickly, but an hour seems about right.
Yeah.
See, he's really got into it.
Not this again. Bro, we rescued him ages ago, Dutch. Yeah, it can wait. Oh no, I'm examining a book. I didn't want to examine the book. But there'll be, as you know, another question is...
He's also turned around and said that the controls are too complicated.
Yeah, it depends what you're talking about, doesn't it?
I don't find the controls in Red Dead complicated.
No, well, there's another one here saying, is Red Dead Redemption worth buying? You know, which sort of ties into the controls.
Well, yeah, but a lot of people ask that question. It's like, what year did they ask that question? It's like now you get people who will put up saying, is Fallout 76 worth it?
I know. I mean, there is ways it's worth it, but there's ways it isn't worth it. You know. But you sort of covered up on most of that on your rant on your channel.
Yes, I felt I needed to do that. It was a personal thing I had to get rid of. It was causing me an ulcer.
I may have just...
So when people say, I understand the hate for the intro or chapter 1, I'm not really... I think that's a problem. Do you want a video game that is more kind of like... let's say like Battlefield or a Battle Royale, shall we say, where you're just into the action, which is fair enough. I wouldn't expect Red Dead or a game like that that's trying to craft a story as well as gameplay. Yeah, I understand there is a certain aspect of you need to hold my hand. I mean, it's less and less in Assassin's Creed because they kind of less and less change the buttons on what do what in that game as they went on. They'd change like one every game, so you could literally dive into it and know what did what from the start.
Well,
I mean, certain things, it's like, you know, going hunting and stuff like that and having the perfect pelts or poor pelts. We never had that in Red Dead before. So there is sort of like that little bit of explanation.
But there was that element of being able to carve, but carve skin, but you couldn't... It wasn't to pick up the pelt, it was just get the meat. I've just found something else on here, and this is a good fact. Apparently there's been a big rise in searches for century-old illnesses caused by Red Dead. Which, well, they're searching up for, like, what the illnesses are and what they do. Well, yeah, probably mainly. But there was stuff like cholera and stuff around them, wasn't there? So
Oh yeah. But lots of things.
You know, but
quite
this game
killed.
is quite. I think it's quite educational, in terms of the history of Western. Obviously, it's not most of it's not real, but there are those elements, a bit like Assassin's Creed, of where you've got the actual history of these different characters and what they do. Like in Assassin's Creed 2, you've got Leonardo da Vinci, and you see him build the flying machine and him and his paintings. That side of him is true. And then they incorporate him in the stuff of making the assassin stuff, which obviously isn't true. And it's the same with this game. Like all the stuff about the illnesses, are, it's all correct. Most of this is what the time would be. How do you say it? In this is what life would have been like back then, basically. Like if you were, living around, you see people in Valentine, that's probably how it would have been. It wouldn't have been all the luxuries you have now, which is, and it's good to learn stuff more. So, and not listening to all those Karens on the internet saying that video games are bad for you, they rot your brain inside out, and you go...
And this guy who was moaning about how boring Red Dead is, he's also someone else replied to him saying, I shall predict the timeline, finds prologue in the game boring, quits game, trades it in, buys Black Ops.
Yeah.
Which is kind of thing, I understand. But it's I don't know. I think as gamers we do a lot of bitching and not always at the right things.
Mm. Oh, and if you have any we're going to be probably doing some more podcasts in the future. So if you have if there's any sort of game that you want us to rant about, or there's anything you want us to go over and. Have a look online, see if we can find any more facts about it and, express it online for people to see and understand. We will do that, and, again, if you want any questions about it, we can do some sort of Q&A if that's what it comes to, but, yeah, so...
people asking questions about me?
Yeah, no, I don't specifically mean about you. I mean, if they want a Q&A about... I don't know, just like another game or something.
I threw you off then, didn't I?
You did throw me off. I was on a roll and you've just gone and you've just destroyed it.
I didn't destroy it. I can't help it if I'm my very best comedian in my own mind.
Oh, no.
Stop squeaking the chair, you.
I need to sit up, though.
Sorry, we've got a squeaky chair. Go on, give it a good squeak. Annoy the world.
Jeez.
You done now?
Yeah.
Sure?
It's like my grandma's squeaky chair. It's a ghost.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yes. Anyway, we're doing this Red Dead. We're sidetracking again. Very good at sidetracking. So what would you say is your favourite, I suppose, chapter? Because you've got different chapters in the game. What would you say would be your favourite one? I mean, obviously, the prologue.
Ooh.
Prologue, everyone enjoys a prologue because, look at this snow and all that, and that doesn't last very long. The prologue does, but you'll enjoy it. Look, I can't believe, look at this snow. I feel like I could dive in and make a snow angel.
And then you got, obviously, the afterwards,
and then
with
you
John.
go into everything else.
You got afterwards, you got John, I think that's really good, the
epilogue.
The ranch, yeah. But,
most people enjoy building the house, though.
that music, Jesus. But, I like all the chapters, but if I had to pick one that I hated the most, it would be the very last one with, where sadly, and, spoiler alert, so if you haven't played the game and you don't want to listen, just skip ahead like 5 seconds.
Where have you been?
Now. You know, Arthur dies. That part where Micah betrays everybody. I feel that's just.
Well, yeah.
You know, it annoys me because you can. I think playing this game first off, you can judge that character Micah from a mile away. Like, you know what he's going to do, and you think that they would cotton on to him not being around for so long, and then all of a sudden coming back and wanting to ingratiate and be, you know, like high society on top of the gang and being like, try to become the head.
You see, the problem I have is, yeah, the last one sucks. Because obviously you've got to watch a character you've invested a lot into slowly die. And
John does pick it up again.
And become a weaker character than what he was when you first played with him. But I don't know. But yeah, that one where you're being a weaker version of Arthur does get me. Although there were some good scenes that you get to do. Yep, we're not going to talk with Swanson. You know, what that you get to do with like Sadie and stuff, as she's becoming more. She becomes more and more of a plus point in the story and in the game. For me, the bit that winds me up the most is, you know, which I didn't realise. I've done it before. What? I felt like Uncle was trying to chase me down then, but I ran away. But I forgot what the hell I was saying then. Don't get old.
What's what you're saying? Come on, think about it. Use that old brain. Push the thought.
Push the thought. I'm not going to the loo. No, it forces you to go to. I mean, don't get me wrong. To move the story on, yes, you've got to go to Thomas Downs Ranch, and Arthur has to get TB. I get that, but there is a point in the game where if you're in camp, you're forced to do it. The mission just takes you. No, it doesn't take you there, but you end up speaking to Strauss, because I had it on my last playthrough, and I was like, oh. So, guess we're doing this then. And I don't know. I always find it's the bit I have to build myself up to. Why is that man herding sheep?
I
would shoot him, but he's got a dog with him. I like dogs.
You know, going for a bit of a rant now. We go into the online sort of aspect of it. And how they promised us Rockstar from the start, you know, that they would be updating it frequently and that we'd have this content-filled game and we would be having updates, you know, every sort of 2 months. That's what they promised us that, and we haven't seen much of that at all, if I'm honest.
So I'm just going to show you what a bad shot I am.
But, well, we already know that. If they watched the Red Dead video, they'd know.
Oi.
But,
so, where's my reward? I just helped you all out. Oh, I say thank you. Curse, I agree. But anyway, you were saying.
Yeah, so they promised that we'd have frequent updates, which we didn't get. You know, not to our surprise. But... You know, and with the updates we had, the updates that we wanted, like we had when you pick something up, like we're doing now. Look, you watch him loot the bodies, and he put stuff in his satchel. Well, you have that animation for when you're in the online, but when you say you skin a rabbit, in this game, you push the rabbit skin into your satchel with your hand. Satchel? As in the online, you do the exact same motion, but it's like you're putting it in your pocket. You know, and there's the amount of people that have said, you know, bring in satchels, and that hasn't happened. And, you know, just these little details, like, you have the ability to have 2 holsters in online, one at the front and one at the side. You know, it doesn't make sense in why you can't pick and choose and have the ability to have 2 on the side, you know, 1 on the right, 1 on the left, or 2 in the middle like Micah, or, you know, 1 like Dutch, or like, the ability, it doesn't make sense to me. And then you have in online, with the holsters again, if you have 2, you have the ability to take that second one off, but in story you don't. And if you want that second one off, you have to go into your weapons locker and
they shot everyone in here.
put all of your sidearm weapon, you know, all of your one hand, you know, like revolvers and pistols and sawed-off shotguns in your locker, and only have 1 weapon that is in either one of them holsters for it to work. And even then, after a while, it will come back. The second gun will appear and come back, which is annoying, and it doesn't make any sense. You know, right now we've only got 1 holster, but that's because I hate doing the Micah mission. I hate freeing Micah because I know because I played this story so many times. I know what he does in the end, so I don't do it. But also because I like having that 1 holster sometimes. So, you know, and then you got, you know, at one point with the Moonshine, they promised us that we'd have properties of our own, that we'd all been waiting for ages, you know, being able to have our own ranches, our own houses in cities, you know, big city houses, and they give us this Moonshine update saying that we're going to have, you know, buildings of our own, and we get that. They give us a building and we have to purchase it, and we get all promising to only realise that it's hers, it's not ours. We basically bought a building for her. And it's like, well, what?
Yeah, which is fine, but the problem with it is the fact that you couldn't even, like, camp there. I mean, technically you could, but it wasn't like it was a bed you could use, or...
Well, you couldn't go into your wardrobe, or you couldn't go into the weapons locker, or you couldn't fast travel. And I think that's what they need, and I think if they did that sort of like building aspect of you know, even, you know, your own building, and I think if they could incorporate with it how they did with John, where he builds his own house, you know, whether you buy a house and, you know, it's a it's a frontier, so you meet a, I don't know, like a carpenter, and it's not someone you know, but it's someone Crips knows or something like that, and they go, I heard you wanted a house built, and you go, yeah. So then either they build a house for you, or
see, can you do this?
You build your house yourself.
This in the online, you know, in the story, you can go to, like, find the hunters, and they usually have like a deer tied up like this one.
No, you can't.
And you can sort of basically just nick it and then do what you want.
Whatever.
Well, it's not cook it, because a lot of the times it'll be perfect. I put it on the back, please. Thank you.
But yeah, and it doesn't make sense. And then, you know, they give us, you know, in the games files there was it was promising news about buildings, because there was, oh, that's a funny position. There was like listings for different buildings in different places, and different costs for different buildings. And there was a mansion one, which was obviously, you know, without saying, I think it was like 1,000 gold or 600 gold or something stupid like that. And the cheapest being at 50 gold. And I think it's stupid that, because they make it that you get all this money, you can get money easy, but you can't get gold easy. So all this
Well,
cash
not
is just going to
anymore.
waste
You
because
used
it's just
to be able to with the daily challenges. The fact that they've nerfed the daily challenges, should I say, as in you don't get as much gold for them anymore.
yeah. Well, and that doesn't all. And what I don't understand is you go into like the PvP, the showcase modes, and you get gold for that, but you get like barely anything. And you could do that all day and probably get like a solid 20 gold bars or 15. But do you really want to sit there all day doing a PvP mode on Red Dead? I mean, if that's what you like and that's what you want to do, then go ahead. But if it's not, you want an easier way. Like recently the latest update was the Guido Martelli and the gems. Like there's 3 lost gems, and every time they update the game, they give us another gem that we can get. So the first one was the emerald, and the second one will be a ruby or whatever the other 2 were. And then we don't know what will happen. Is there going to be some sort of grand finale once you've done that? Like a big job where you get like 20 gold bars and like $1,000? Is it going to be like that sort of bank robbery, or what is it going to be? And if with these 3 dual missions, is it going to be the same as the first dual mission where it's on a train and you've got to get on it and take it off? Or is it going to be different in terms of there's one where you rob a train, one where you rob a bank, and one where you rob a boat, Is it going to be sort of different and chop and change it up? And, there's a lot of bad stuff about this game, but there's a lot of good stuff about this game, and usually the good stuff outweighs the bad stuff, but there is these tiny little details that you would think they would cover with the amount of detail they have gone to make this game. I mean, just look at that sun. Oh, Javier wants to talk to you. Just look, the sun, it's ridiculous. It's the amount of detail on the trees and the light bouncing off. And
let's not even talk about horse balls.
Yeah, well.
Everyone talks about them.
Yeah, see, I don't get that. Why would you want to have a look at horse balls?
No, I know why, because it's a difference, and it's like...
You know why? Look at your own balls if you want to look at a pair of balls. If you have any,
yeah,
that is.
No. No, we're going back to the conversation about...
I cannot believe the rise in Western porn. That is ridiculous.
No.
It is ridiculous. And we'll move away from that again. But,
But an awful lot of it is, and I know... It's a controversial fact, I suppose, is that there's an awful lot of people who... Because GTA has had it for years. Which is the YouTubers and streamers that data mine and stuff like that. Just because it's there doesn't mean it's going to happen. And they're building up the hype more than... Do you mind you two are in my way? I'm trying to hand this over.
Yeah, it's locked because they're having a conversation.
Yeah, things will be okay. Just. I didn't know I speak to anything. That's like good English.
That's because you stood there.
No, come on, get out of the way. Good boy. Pearson, get your butt over here. But anyway, no, there's an awful lot of YouTubers that will sit there and go...
Get rid of the herbivore bait and the cover scent not the cover scent.
See, that was perfect deer carcass.
Yeah.
Cost me nothing. There you go, that's donated for you.
I remember getting the legendary coyote. Get rid of everything else other than the predator bait and the cover scent lotion, because I'm trying to get a cougar and it's really difficult. So anyway, continue.
Right, that's that donated. But no, there's an awful lot of people who are out there who will build stuff up, and when it like GTA, the whole thing about mansions, and it's been a constant thing or other. I mean, you got people like Mr. Boss, who, quite frankly, you've got to reach a point and go, if you watch one of his videos, then he's clickbaited. You accept it and move on. But I'm not watching Mr. Boss for information.
No, you're watching him for the enjoyment.
Which isn't really a thing. But that's a personal thing.
I don't watch him. I don't.
You got to be. I mean, I don't know whether he still does Red Dead or not. I know he did.
Oh, he did so much on GTA. He was.
Can I not do this now?
You know.
No, can I not do it? No, he still does. A lot of his content is what other people have worked at. But this isn't a rant about Mr. Boss. This is just as saying, I think there's an awful lot of things that when you get, this may happen in this game. And it's usually not come from... If it doesn't come from Rockstar, then...
Don't...
A
I
pinch
mean,
of
there
salt.
is, you got Tag Back and you got Silent Core. They are two genuine Red Dead and GTA Online people that update you. They are genuine. They're not fake. They're not clickbaiting. There is nothing about them that's sketchy. It's all... Well, not sketchy, it's not the right word, but they're not... I don't know. They're not trying to trick you out. They're not trying to go, you can get mansions in this now. Look, I bought one earlier. Let me show you. This is in GTA, and then show you. Or you can become the president now. Let me show you. They don't do that. They tell you genuinely what they think's happening, and they tell you their opinion and what they think of the situation. And it's not always, this game's amazing. So. They're definitely, if you want information on those games, they're definitely a good watch to have and look at.
Yeah. I mean, so I wouldn't rely on us. We've just got views on what we like and what we don't. But I don't know anyone at Rockstar, neither do you.
No, I don't know anybody. I'd love to know people at Rockstar because I give them a good ear hole.
You give them a good ear hole.
Ear hole? Get a good earful, I meant to say. On what, I think and what should happen. But I do... And with the Tag Back and Silent Core, their views, the amount of views they have on their videos, it's not big. I think Silent Core's got 500,000 subscribers. He's not that big, but he's a good YouTuber and he's got really good information. And he's definitely worth paying attention to. So, if you haven't, checked him out, if you play this game, I suggest you do go.
Dirty speech notes.
Huh? Oh, right, okay.
I wouldn't say he makes speeches. Well, he does make speeches, but I don't...
Yeah, have you seen him do speeches? He does them all the time. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. And his views aren't amazing. His likes, aren't amazing. But you got people like Tag Back, who's got, I think he's got over 1 million now, was he? He's doing quite well for himself, but he mainly does streaming now. But they're both still very good YouTubers.
Yeah, but I think...
Oh, that's something else. Just before we move on, I do need to thank all the people that have... liked our videos, commented and subscribed and even watched them. Even if you watch them, thank you for spending your time watching us. It means a lot, doesn't it? It means a lot.
Yes.
So I had to thank the people. I've got to thank the people.
I'm on a horse. See that? I'm looking at a horse.
Oh, and if you haven't, you got to check out our singular channels. They're obviously our names, Little Bear, 4818 Gaming and Big Polar Bear
I'm doing the horse again.
Gaming. You go check us out if you haven't seen us yet.
Because I'm awesome.
Yeah, well, no, I'm awesome. I haven't got as many videos out yet, but they're blocked up. They're coming. They are coming.
Oh yeah, you have things like school and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
well, I do work on them, but it takes a long time for me to get them out because...
He's at school.
Yeah, I'm doing
homework.
my tennis and things. So, yeah. Anyway, back to Red Dead. Enough about personal lives and stuff. What is he going to tell you? Does he want to ever shoot? Is he? I'm really good at these.
Well, it is. That's definitely a
Yeah,
challenge.
that's a me.
You don't have any weapons on your back.
I need to get my Lancaster. Thank you.
You do realise this is a massive challenge now. You've just said publicly that you're really good at these challenges.
I am.
So if you fail,
God,
we've all seen you fail.
I do. I have done the. I do these really well. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Just do it. What are we shooting? Oh, bottles.
Yeah.
Are these bottles? I don't even know. I don't even know where they
Whatever,
are.
But he's got.
Where are they?
More to go.
Got it. Oh, he got 4.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know where they were. Give me that chance. Yeah, I want redemption. Right, chair's about to squeak again, guys. I need to get out of this position. I just said guys on camera and that's making me feel really cringy inside.
There we go, guys.
Alright, calm down. Oh, we're shooting birds now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Usually I'm good at this one. Let's get this gun reloaded.
They're there.
It's alright, I've heard enough of him. Yeah, that's what I thought. Give me $20.
And he redeemed himself.
I did.
Maybe I used Deadeye, but he redeemed
I used Deadeye in 2 things. The other birds I killed on my own. But I had to. But usually I do the one on the ridge, which is easier than this one. Because this one, there was bottles like right in the corner here. Like all the way up at the top. And because it's dark.
It was dark and they blended in. So people won't mind.
I'm just saying. I don't want you to be like, yeah, you're really bad. Because I'm not.
I'll say that anyway.
No, I know you.
You carry
on. So what other news we got going on about Red Dead at the moment? Let's see.
I don't know. You got the new update online, which neither of us have ventured into yet.
Well, the first one we did. Is it not they brought out the second one then? The second part of that.
Yeah, well, we've not overly. We'll have to try and do some Red Dead.
Yeah.
Online.
Get a new video getting ready.
That was a funny laugh.
It was a bit of a weird laugh.
Yeah, you are weird.
But there is that controversy between Red Dead and GTA. You've got that views of people who play GTA want PvP, you know, that most of them play that sort of PvP aggression, and in Red Dead they managed to combat that with the ability of, if you're in the map, you can't see anybody on the map or on your minimap unless you're literally face to face with them, and then they appear, and if they're red they survive a little bit longer, so if they killed you, you can pay, you know, get your payback on them. So there is an element of PvP.
I just shot this pop.
And there's the ability to do PvP if that's what you want to do, but it's not. You must have, like, you can do your moonshine and your grind and stuff without being interfered.
No, it's still there. I think it's easier to get away from people who are doing it. Like, it's quite hard to, like in GTA, you literally, if someone starts griefing you, or you have to leave the server to get away from them. There's not a
it's not an easy way to get out.
People just carry on, especially if there's nothing wrong with someone being better than you at PvP. I have more respect for people that when they realise they are better than you at PvP, that they back off and they're like, alright, I'll go and find someone else. Because they want to fight someone who's as good as or better, because they want to get better at PvP. It's just one of them. But I think Red Dead is easier to play from a level 1 without the fear of the moment you appear on the map that you're going to get someone in a jet strafing you for easy kills, and getting rid of your death ratio counter is a brilliant thing. It has no place in games like this. I understand why people have it in like GTA, not GTA, in Call of Duty and stuff like that, because it's an online thing. So, like, how good am I doing? You can pair it just for yourself. But on something like GTA and Red Dead and games of this ilk, I just think it's like it's something that promotes a more toxic atmosphere than what it should. But anyway, I don't know whether I'm right or not, but I feel like we've been rambling for like nearly an hour. Oh, I've got bounty hunters chasing you down. I feel I should shoot them in the face. I want to shoot them in the face. Hello, sir.
Oh, look at this. Red Dead Redemption 2 are bringing out their original music is coming to vinyl and CD on April the 10th, which is already gone. Is it? Or have I just done really
that's
bad?
nice.
Anyway,
So I was too busy shooting
vinyl and see if you want.
Why did I miss you?
If you like the Red Dead
I'm sidetracked.
If you like the Red Dead music, it's coming out on vinyl and CD. I prefer vinyl, so if it does, I will be getting it on vinyl. It doesn't look like.
I do like the slow motion death shots. I may have run out of Deadeye.
It doesn't look like there is any new. They just got limited clothing returning, bounty hunting and showdown mode bonuses, frontier pursuits, XP boosts, including legendary bounties and Wheeler and Rawson and Co clothing updates. Still get the bounty hunter kit if you want to get that, the fence. New clothing additions and XP rewards. Just loads of XP. There's new frontier pursuits, free roam events for special bonuses and more this week. New clothing out. Winter weather warning on the frontier. What?
Well, already? We ain't even through August yet.
The holiday spirit has taken hold in the 5 states. Red Dead Online will be ringing in the holiday season over the next few weeks with winter weather set to... Wait, when's this? Oh, this is in 2019, December, ignore that. So, I swear, it's been on holiday, it's been off school. My brain just shuts down sometimes. It just goes completely kaput.
Mind.
Anyway, I think that's enough.
I think on that, I think we've rambled enough about Red Dead.
Yeah, well, I hope this was useful for some of you. And I hope we've answered some of your questions, and hopefully you agree with some of our views of what we think. And, you know, if you have your own views and you disagree with us, don't be shy, pop them in the comment section down below and we'll read them and, talk about them in the next podcast. So, we might not. We will be doing another one, but we'll definitely read them. Anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you and see you soon. Well, not see you, that'd be a bit creepy. But we'll talk to you soon. Thank you all for watching.
Yes. See you later.
Bye.